already going into the new year. Let me just look at the new year as we're progressing into that area now. Do note that I'm human. It's to the best of my ability that I'm going to blend your name, hands, cards, whatever together to get the information I see here. God gives you free will. You can change anything at any time. Nothing is ever written in stone. In fact, our lines in our hands also change as we change our perspective on things. If I do have a tendency to talk too fast, or you want me to slow down, or if there's something I hit and you want to know more about it, then be sure and let me know. This is your reading. Anybody else's, so this is for your convenience. Let's give this time. Let's start with the 10 minutes. Okay, so you're very artistic. In your past life, you were an artist, also into music, writing. These are some of the things that you were very creative in your other lifetimes. In this lifetime, you're an older soul here to progress, here to teach other people, here to share wisdom and knowledge to others. That's why so many people come into your life and then back out. This sometimes will cause us to feel a little protective, so it takes a lot for people to get to know you. So for one thing, I thank you for allowing me to read you, because you don't really like anybody knowing your stuff at all. So this makes it a little harder for some readers to read you. Okay, so I'm thanking you in advance. Okay, you're also a natural healer. These are things that you do naturally. You counsel, you heal, you share. However, you don't have patience for a lot of people, okay, because you're here for the many and not for the few. It makes it kind of hard to, like, if somebody's pulling on you, it's like, I already told you what to do, you're not doing it, move. Yeah. So that's why I say we don't always have a lot of patience for some people. But you do care very deeply, and because you care so deeply, you get you get like attached, and so that's why you try to keep yourself detached. That makes sense, okay? You also came into this world to meet as many different kinds of people in your life, so you'll have a variety of different types of people that you connect to or know. If you do not travel, then some shape or form you will meet these people from all walks of life, so that way you can understand the different religions, philosophies, and things of that nature. Okay. Also, the other thing is that you came here to learn about being your own boss. Okay. In the other lifetime, it was more play, more creative. In this lifetime, you're learning to take authority and go with it. So therefore, you'll be coming across people who are authority figures that you might butt heads with. In other words, you don't have patience for them because they're not doing it right. The only reason they're being a negative in your environment is so that way you can say, you know what, why am I working for you? I should be doing this myself, you know. If they leave you alone, great, because you're really good at what you know, and then you go for it. But that's kind of the reason, okay? Now, right now, things are also shifting and changing as we're going into the new year. It's not like January 1st, boom, you feel it. You started feeling very antsy starting October, and so things start shifting and moving. As you're going into the new year, there's a waxing and a waning. You're going to feel that shift stronger and stronger. It's kind of like the planet Uranus. If you happen to know, Uranus is an outer planet, which means everything gets topsy-turvy. I always like to say it's like one foot's in the air, where do I put the other foot down, you know, because we feel unsettled. It does give you opportunities to make major changes in your life if you choose to. Remember, God gives you free will, but there'll be that sense of, I worked so hard last year, things were rough, and now I need a change. And so this can create you to make changes in your lifestyle, where you live, in your relationships, in your job. Where it hits is kind of totally up to you and your higher self, but there will be some changes. Because of all the changes that are going on, it's going to make it kind of hard for you to say, oh, I'll be there at such and such time, because all of a sudden things are pulling you from different directions, and it's kind of hard to be focused. You were born in the house of metal, which is I Ching and Feng Shui. It's kind of like on the Bagua. That's the house of youngest daughter, which is that of joy and that of bringing a creative energy in. Remember, you brought this in from your past life, so you still have that creative energy. It doesn't leave you. That house is ruled by metal. This year has been in fire, which means there's a bit of a transformation that had taken place this year as things were a little bit difficult, a lot of things on your plate, having to deal with paperwork, having to deal with this, that, and the other, or maybe stress in the shoulder areas and things like that might have taken place. We're going to be moving, well, Chinese New Year is February the 8th, and like I say, it's not boom, that's the door and that's where it starts, but that's where we start getting into the Chinese New Year, and then you'll go into the House of Water. Being in the House of Water, think of water, it's deep. There's such a vastness to it. So you might be kind of going into yourself a little bit, trying to figure out what it is that you need for yourself. And why am I here? What am I doing? Things like that. We just get into a real depth of wanting to understand ourselves better so that we can make decisions as we move forward. Now, the first 3 months is going to be very active, very busy. There's a lot that's going on. And the first, in January, you'll be dealing with house, home, family, so that's going to be your main focus. And of course, every day there's different focuses that go on. I do see that there is a desire to help others. Whatever this could be I'm releasing financial abundance because I want to help somebody financially, or it could be I'm thinking about changing my job and how I'm making my money. Whatever this is, there is a blessing that comes from the releasing of the old, especially things that you once had value for. Whatever this is, by releasing, you're opening up gifts and opportunities. I'm also seeing that you're also starting to have the heart chakra opening. You're wanting to bring in more love. You might be bringing in someone that you have known in a past life or recent past. You'll get the feeling of who it is because when you connect, you feel like you've always known them if you haven't met them yet. If so, the possibility, if you haven't met them yet, then there's a strong possibility of meeting them in, January the 4th. No, sorry, January the 5th, January the 14th, or January the 23rd. Those are, because the emotions are up, we might have an emotional connection with someone. This is definitely somebody from another lifetime or past life. I'm also seeing that the way you're thinking is shifting and changing. You'll be learning something new. I'm starting to watch my time there. You're starting to learn something new. Your psychic abilities are opening. You do have Archangel Michael as one of your main angels. In fact, Michael has been with the family for generations upon generations. And you also have Archangel Jopel from another lifetime that is also still with you in this lifetime. That's that creative energy that you also have. They seem to will be working with you a lot. Michael looks to be working with you the first 3 months of the new year. You'll also be working with Archangel Raphael. Do you know your angels? Okay. Raphael deals with healing. So there's some stress with the body or with things that have to be done. Remember, 1 foot in the air, you don't know where it's being planted, and so there's a little okay, I need grounding, I need a place to be, and you don't feel you feel like there's no structure, and so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But this can actually cause stress in the physical body, hence why Raphael might be present to help you either heal your own body, or as you heal yourself, you'll be healing others. Remember, people naturally are drawn to you for your healing abilities. Let me see your hand. Yeah, you make an excellent counselor, so you listen and you really do care, but like I say, don't always have a lot of patience with people. I have 1 minute left. Do you have questions? Because I am talking very quickly, and I want to be sure that you have questions. I can get to them within this shorter amount of time. I also see that once you make up your mind on what you want to do, is this the dominant hand or is it this one? This one? Okay. So I do see that once you decide what you're going to do in life, you go for it. You're very intellectual. Very intellectual. Your mind goes very deep into any and all thoughts